Okay, here's a fun one. I was, kind of trying to get back into the swing of things. Same as last video, no camera. I'm holding a microphone that does not have a pop filter and that should be on a stand, but studio's not put together and I don't want to get an SM58, so stuck with this, sounding like shit with old plugins that I probably wouldn't use today anyways, so compression and gate's going to be pretty shitty too. I hope that the information that I say makes up for it. Okay, so this video I did, it's a reaction. I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, I got a lot of Hakim haters. That's pretty funny. Okay, so some of the comments. Let's make this quick. Let's try to make this under 5 minutes because I don't think that I want to be heard this shittily in an untreated room. Anyways, you're right. Vaush explained why Hakim's logic was flawed here too. It just seems Hakim knows a little about American politics. Yep, that was explained in the video. It was like an hour long that both of them had. Cool. Bro, literally the whole point of Hakim's video. Hakim, I can't pronounce it, dude. I'm not from. Fuck. I haven't seen his videos in so long. I haven't seen his videos in almost half a year. Whatever. Is the fact that Vaush mangles Marxist theories words to say that they would want you to vote for Biden. That was also explained in their conversation that happened after this video, where I explained that the point is when you don't have a communist party that you can actually vote for, what you do is, if you're a communist, you vote for the party that is closest to it, as opposed to staying out and letting other people have all of the say. The whole point of socialism and communism is to flatten the hierarchy, which means people like you who are supposed to be a socialist are supposed to participate in what little democracy you fucking have. You cannot claim to be a socialist or a social democrat or a communist or a anarcho-communist or anything on the left if you do not participate in some form or other when it comes to voting, and then claim to actually be an effective socialist. I mean, you can be a leftist and then not participate, but then you're not doing anything. There are multiple, I can't remember how many there are off the top of my head, but there are multiple stages of activism and change. One of them is working within the system you have. The other is convincing people of your ideas, because it's not like we on the left have money. Yes, a few of them, like Vaush and Hakim and, those people, Sam Cedar, Kyle Kalinske, whatever, they'll have money, but whatever. But it's not like much. Maybe 15 million total between all of them. That's not really much. I mean, considering that the right has the entire fucking oil industry backing it up. So you have to get what you can when you can. The left will get it inch by inch. Then the right will just fucking snatch it up the fucking moment that they can. So you saying that this is the fact that Vaush mangles Marxist theories words to say that he would want you to vote for Biden. Well, when Biden is the closest to socialism, then yes, Biden is not close. Biden is not close to socialism by any means, but he is closer. than Trump. Why? Because he is at least somewhat beholden to the other Democrats in the party, which are at least 1% to the left of the Republican Party. Maybe a little bit more. And, we're well into the presidential thing. This video is going to be longer than I thought it would be. Ooh, we're at 5 minutes. Okay. This was the comment that just fucking pissed me off. Anyways, so what do you do? Do you give up? I mean, it looks like this guy probably might, but ideally you wouldn't. I guess that guy and the 7 people that liked his comment would think that, again, we don't have a viable socialist or communist or social democracy party. We don't have parliamentarianism. We have a 2-party system. And until we're able to get enough people in one or both of the parties, in order to change it, you have to work with what you have, which is those 2 parties. Until that happens, then what are you going to do? It's not like if you don't have people in the party, surrogates in the fucking Congress halls, it's not like you're going to change any laws. What are you going to do? Convince them? Go to a lobby meeting? Maybe convince them to maybe add a couple lines? It's not going to happen. They don't give up their power willingly. So no, they're not going to do that, because they will see right through what you're advocating for, and they'll say, no, thank you, I'm okay. You can go. Just go get some McDonald's. Fuck you. Let's try and avoid whatever. I don't even care. Okay. Your video could have made sense if you said you didn't agree with the theory and admit with what. Didn't agree with what theory? Dude, Marx himself has said in his books, I'm paraphrasing, but work with what you got. Anyways, someday I would like to do I don't know, dude. Seriously. Even if Marx didn't say it, I don't fucking care. Because it seems like these people that are commenting on here are like, no, you need to stay out of the politics because you don't have any people in the politics that are advocating for similar things to what you want. But how are we going to get anybody in politics that have similar ideas to what you have, unless we can get there somehow? You see what I'm saying? Y'all are too worried about what Marx said. You're treating it like the fucking Bible, when in reality you should be treating it like hey, this is kind of a good critique. Let's see other ways we can achieve what Marx wanted. I mean, not because of Marx. Don't make the mistake of turning him to some sort of economical messiah, because there are things that are going on in this world that he never would have been able to predict, and he was also writing for Europe politics, not American politics, which are different than Europe politics. Okay, here's another comment that I thought was brain dead. Vaush is just a front man for the Democratic Party. Absolutely disgusting individual. His defense of child porn is unacceptable. Okay, so this one, it's what is it? I forgot the dude's name. He's he's a Nazi, and he likes to do that because I think he debated Vaush once, and they got pissed off or something like that, and clipped, I don't know, they clipped together some shit out of context, and And apparently people still believe it. And, what do you know? It's more tearing the lefts apart, because, idiots like this guy won't watch a simple video by him that explains how that is not the case. A front man for the Democratic Party. I'm pretty sure that this dude talks more shit about the Democratic Party than even Sam Cedar or something. You know that you don't have to like something to vote for it, right? You don't have to be a Puritan. What you need to do is realize that there isn't going to be an instant revolution where we dismantle everything overnight or over a year or over the period of 5 years. It's not going to happen. What will happen, and then I can already imagine the shitty comments that I'm going to get from that. What will happen, if we're patient and we stick together and we stop being fucking idiots like this dude, is we will get an inch here. We'll get an inch there. We'll get a moratorium, a hold on evictions. We'll get an extra couple million on roads and infrastructure. We'll get 2 or 3 extra billion out of the military, and we'll put it into education, get people fucking smarter. Eventually we might be able to get there, and where there is. But my point is, you have to take what you can get, and you're not going to get all of it right away tonight, next election. You might, the odds are low enough that, let's be more realistic here. These things people have been fighting for centuries, right? It's been a while. At first, children were working in mines. Now they're not. That is a win for the left. At one point, people were working 16, 18 hours a day with no worker protection, no injury protection, and no weekend. And now we have the weekend, sort of, most of us. Except for the ones that it got taken away. But generally we do. And shit, some places in Europe are even testing a 4-day week. So they're even getting a better weekend because they keep pushing. And these are things that people on the left and unions on the left pushed for. Are we there yet? No. Are we closer? Well, we kind of backslid a little bit the last couple decades, but I mean, there's a new awakening with socialism. We with the internet, it is helping people get convinced, and then fuckers like this guy show up and they don't fucking know the first thing about anything, and put a little wrench in it here and there, and hopefully we convince these people that they this dude and whatever, that they're either missing the forest for the trees or being misled with dumb information or whatever. Where are we at? Oh wow, 14 minutes. Okay. I think you fail to see what Hakim is trying to say in many instances. The Labor Party of the time was more inclined as a party of the workers, a left party. The Democratic Party and Neoliberal Party is not one of the workers. You did not watch my video if you're commenting that. And the 27 people that liked it did not watch that video if they liked it. So yeah, okay, this guy, makes sense with his thing. The problem was that there's no difference over 4 years of Trump. He ramped up drone strikes over the Middle East. Blah, 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 blah. Vaush never claims to be a Democratic Worker Party, but the party that is... Then they're the only party currently relevant to the workers because of our two-party system. And then no one is saying they're exactly the same. Not even Hakim. He just said he wouldn't go on to explain the differences, and that to him as a Iraqi makes zero difference. Okay, whatever. Well, guess what? We are not there yet with the Democratic Party, but guess what? We keep trying to elect people that are closer to what we want, then guess what? We will get closer an inch at a time. This is just insane. A divided left and capitalist chains. These idiots think that their vanguard party is going to obtain a nuke or some shit. Unfortunately, your mic quality isn't great, but what you have to say is important. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, my mic. I think it's more the mic sounds great. It's just, well, right now I have a compressor and some filters. Oh shit, I don't even have any. Wait, what? Wrong one. Mic ASIO filters. Okay, so I just got this, and then virtual mix rack, which it's not tuned very well because I can't live monitor it, and also this was tuned for just kind of getting it to work for that previous room that I was in when I did this 8 months ago, and now this is tuned for a different room that I'm in right now because I'm not in the same room. And also that gate was not tuned very good, so it sounds like shit. And I should not have used this distressor. I should have had a more transparent one. These two should not have been used. They add too much grit, a little bit more than what I should be using, but I'll clean it up later. Trust me, I know when my mic sounds like shit. I feel embarrassed that it's going to sound like shit right now, and also plus this is clipping way too much, but I'm just gonna try and get things out. My room looks like shit. My studio is not put back together. I don't have any foam on the walls, and I'm also trying to repair and put new shit on, like paint and stuff on walls, and change stuff in the new house because we bought a house and we are doing work on that. And also on top of that, I have a day job. So this is gonna be an awkward time where I have below acceptable production. But I will as soon as I can put my studio back together. The camera thing is expensive. The camera that I want is like $3,000, so that's not gonna happen this year. Microphone, I've been looking at some mics, but not within the next, not until after I get my new computer, which will probably, audio should probably suck for maybe another year, and then it should be good again after a year. Sorry. I don't know. The assumption goes against historical precedent. There's always been a divided and successful anti-capitalist revolutionary moves. Most famous, the Soviet Revolution, had many ideological conflicts, most famously, but not limited to the Mensheks and Bolsheviks. Okay, I'm trying to learn more about that history. Anyways, so I'm gotta stay out of that. But what I will say is that when you can't get a mile, it is better to get an inch or a foot than nothing. And these people in this comment section and the ones that downvoted me to hell right here need to realize that if you can't get a mile, it is better to get an inch than nothing, or to lose some ground. Like, sub. Sorry for the shitty sound quality. I'll fix it, hopefully within the year.